Well, greetings, everyone. I'm so happy to see you. Get ready for a financial reset to find out everything you really wanted to know about how to kind of keep current in the new global financial reset. And so we have an exciting guest for you in just a moment. I can't wait to introduce Sean Morgan to all of you. Me, your host, Joan of Angels, here to help you remember who you are, why you're here on the planet, what your mission is, and how you can get rid of your challenges and obstacles and start doing what you actually came here to do. So you can check me out at joanofangels.com. And meanwhile, please like, subscribe, and share so we can continue with our original content. Thanks so much. All right, so I want to tell you a little bit about our guest today. He is very well known to many of you patriots for telling the truth about what is going on and how to really take care of yourself in your own journey here. So he is the author of Crypto for Beginners course. Sean is the marketing manager and business developer for several cryptocurrency companies. He is the founder of CoinU, and he is also one of the first multilingual crypto education apps. But the thing about Sean that I'm really excited about is that he's designed some programs to take people like me, all right, like me and you, to really learn about how we can empower ourselves financially during this crazy time we're in. So I want to welcome Sean and give you a big hand. All right,
Great.
welcome.
Thank you. This is something I'm really passionate about, the Great Awakening, doing my citizen journalism on SeanMorganReport.com about the Great Awakening, which is happening at a lot of different dimensions and levels, right? Political, financial, spiritual. And I talk about the political a lot on my shows and everything, but I'm very interested in the financial Great Awakening because we have the choice between two resets. I mean, the deep state and the dark forces, they like to talk about their own resets, right? They want to control things. That's what they're all about. They want things centralized so they can control it. Well, the other option, the other financial reset is the opposite of that. It's decentralized. And I believe that it already has been happening. It's happening right now, and it will happen more in the future. It is this decentralized ledger technology, such as Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies. And so I think it's important for humanity, just like it was important a few decades ago to learn about email and typing and internet and smartphones. Now we have to learn about cryptocurrencies, and it's not that hard. It just seems intimidating at first.
Well, okay, there's a lot to break down in that. So, first thing I want to say is, yeah, these days are so crazy with the political situation we're in that every step we can take to empower ourselves physically, emotionally, health wise. I'm a chiropractor by trade. So, everything I've talked about is how we can personally get strong. And I think this is the biggest aspect is the financial reset. So, I know nothing. I'm going to be right up front with everyone. I know very little about crypto, but I'm feeling this nagging feeling to get into it, and I told you I was looking at my Venmo one day and it was like, okay, I can buy crypto. And I bought ETH, Ethereum. And I was like, my heart was racing. It was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I know nothing about this. So how did you even get into this, Sean? It sounds to me like you've been doing this for a long time. You have a financial background, but
The very first moment that I got involved was I was doing a photography job and I got paid in Bitcoin for it because the guy who paid me, he had a Bitcoin related company and he was passionate about teaching about it. And so he told me about it. I was very interested. I got my first Bitcoin at that time. I don't even remember when that was. I think it was 2014 or 2015. And but then, 2016, I started to really realize, wow, this is going to change the world. This is going to change our economy. This is going to change our society. And I started thinking about it more, exploring it, learning, and then I started writing about it, writing about the future, about these converging technologies that are going to change our way of life. And then I took that experience of writing about the technology to becoming a marketing manager for a cryptocurrency company in China called Lomostar. And then I transferred to another job for an American company called Chronologic. So I had some experience working for some of these companies for multiple years, learning more, and also learning to teach other people. When you're a marketer, you have to actually do tutorials and teach people the value of the technology. And so I was making videos, I was doing interviews, I was going to conferences about cryptocurrencies around the world and interviewing experts in the field. So just that was the base that helped me to start CoinU, to start teaching people through books and videos. And so I just believe that we have this old story, and people don't know where money comes from. And I'll tell you right now where it does come from, because in the 70s, Nixon closed the gold window, so there's no connection to gold and the US dollars anymore. This central banking system, they just print these paper dollars. They're backed by nothing except for debt. So crypto is a different system. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoins. That's the most Bitcoin that will ever be created. And so that means it's scarce. It's a scarce resource, the opposite of dollars. Dollars are becoming less scarce every day. They're becoming less valuable every day. And Bitcoin's becoming more valuable every year. Price goes up and down, but it's getting more scarce and more valuable. And so this is really a dream come true for humanity, to have some kind of thing that we can put our value into, that's efficient, because you can buy lumps of silver and gold, but it's not very easy to do a cross-border transaction with something that's that heavy. Although some companies do, load up a plane with gold and try to ship it across to another country, but then the plane can crash and you can lose millions of dollars. So Bitcoin is just at the speed of light. It's so efficient. Once you start using it, you start realizing how empowering it is.
I love that. It goes directly from me to you without an intermediary of the powers that be. One of the things I made note of is that you were a photographer before, and so many people out there are creatives. I'm a creative. So creatives don't always realize they can go from their creativity, and like, this is your creativity now. It is, your brilliance is coming out. And I'm kind of impressed. That means we can all get there. That
Yes,
makes
and one of the things, we're going into more of a freelancer kind of economy. Okay, people are trying to force employees to get vaccines. Just yesterday, PayPal and Venmo kicked me off their platforms, so people are getting debanked, and so you have to
right.
have an option if you want to be outside of the beast system. And crypto is just really is the only thing left outside of the banking system. Is the only thing you can use besides lumps of silver and gold. And by the way, they do have tokenized silver and gold cryptos. So if you want to interact, if you believe in silver and gold, you can tokenize anything. You can trade cryptos that are based on energy units or carbon units or anything. So it's really so much to learn. There are thousands of cryptocurrencies, and that's why I like teaching about it in my beginner course.
I love it. We're going to talk about your beginner course in a second. Quick question then. I Some of my friends have been telling me, I'm also an artist, so I paint angels, I paint all sorts of divine beings, and I've had people that say, "Well, Joan, you should do NFTs." Are they related to crypto? Because I'm really in left field. I know nothing.
Yeah, yeah, NFTs are forms of cryptocurrencies. Basically, for some reason, as this sector is evolving and developing, one of the first things to get tokenized has been intellectual property and art. So you can create a token, and actually, I've done it myself. If you go to seanmorganreport.com, at the very
Uh-huh.
top in the menu, you can click on NFT, and I have a web page that explains NFTs, and I actually have my first NFTs for sale there as well. No one's bought any. I'm just kind of experimenting with it. But yeah, you can tokenize anything of value. Of course, art has value. You can tokenize music, intellectual property, uh, oil paint, a picture, digital art. It can be anything. Melania Trump just released an art project, so you make it scarce. You say there's only one of these, or there's only 100 of copies of prints, digital prints of this, and only maximum 100 people in the history of humanity will be able to own this particular art. And it seems weird. It seems counterintuitive to people who think uh, digital things aren't scarce. You can just make a copy of it. Well, we're rethinking property now. This is part of
Mhm.
humanity's development of rethinking value and property. So when you make an NFT, you are minting a scarce resource, and you can do a lot of things with it. For example, Melania Trump is creating basically just digital prints of art, as far as I know, by a very famous artist. And then perhaps in the future, if she wants, she can say, okay, the people who own my NFTs are now eligible to attend uh, an event for free, and are able to meet up with me personally. So you can add value and add exclusivity and scarcity to these little products that you can create. So I really highly suggest anyone who's creative to start looking into NFTs, because it's very easy to get into.
Wow. Okay. So you just opened up the door for me because I have some very unusual art. And honestly, no more than 50 to 100 people would even get it, because it's all about, higher vibrational consciousness. So you've changed my day, Sean, already. So,
Great.
all right, I'm going to take a deep breath. We're going to dive in a little more. So let's say for all of us beginners here, should we show your class and how you teach people how to do this?
Sure.
Let's do that. Okay. Let us share the screen. Come on. Oh gosh, my computer's supposed to do this. Usually does. Chrome. Crypto for beginners. All right. All right. Not such a great picture of you, but everything else is perfect. All right. So here's the page why we should care about crypto. And
That's
one,
the
do you want to
first
tell us a
step.
little bit? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I created an educational framework called the 6 steps of crypto. And the first step is that you need to understand why you should even use it. What problems does it solve? And then you go into the other steps of participating in the ecosystem, which are, how to buy cryptocurrency, how to store it, how to send it to other people, how to spend it on goods and services, all of those things.
Okay. So why you should care, then how it becomes the money of the internet. I see we have financial independence. You want to take over some blockchain, the evolution, and the future. Like, let me ask you a question about the future.
Hmm.
My quick question is this: what happens if the internet goes down? What
Right.
happens to our bitcoins? What happens to my bank account, which sometimes seems fictitious?
That's actually the point I was going to bring up. If the internet goes down for 1 minute or 1 day or 1 year, your Bitcoin is safe. You just can't do anything with it if you don't have the internet or you don't have electricity. But the same thing's true of our traditional financial system that are based on ATMs and online banking and all of these things. Cash money, the physical money, is a really, really small percentage of the actual amount of money in supply. So it's not going to do us very much good. Probably in that kind of situation, we're talking about like the apocalypse, like a global crisis of which we've never seen anything like it before. In that case, people wouldn't even trust cash. They would think that these are worthless. People would probably go back to barter and trading physical things like cars and houses and different things like that. So yeah, this crypto stuff is really for a technological world. So it's super efficient. It's for an advanced society. It's not efficient to trade cows and chickens and eggs and stuff anymore. So this is really the money of the future. But it is kind of cool that you can incorporate those physical things. There are very, very popular and interesting cryptocurrencies that tokenize silver and gold. So if you want to own silver and gold without all the hassle and liability of storing it in your own property, in
Mhm.
your house, then you can own a cryptocurrency that represents that silver or gold, and then it's proof. That's really what cryptocurrency is. It's a form of proof that you own
Mhm.
something, and which gets rid of all of those intermediaries that were trying to do that for us, right? Like the government with all those deeds and stuff. So you can prove that you own something. You can prove that you own silver and gold, and these projects will allow you to go and actually exchange the cryptocurrency for physical silver and gold when you want to. So yeah, it's great because you don't have to deal with these centralized organizations that
Mhm.
are prone to corruption, right? I mean, right now, silver, a lot of the global supply of silver is being guarded by J.P. Morgan, which is a big bank in New York City, and they're not very trustworthy. They just paid multi hundreds of millions of dollars in fines for rigging the silver market. so, so I mean, it's the worst person to put in charge of guarding your silver. So yeah, this is what's great
Right.
about cryptocurrency. It's decentralized. You don't have to trust anyone. It's called trustless. You don't have to trust anyone.
I got it. And it's like trusting Pfizer to guard the chicken house, right? But
Right.
you answered my question before I even said it because I realized, well, if the internet goes down and we can't access that, we're not also going to be accessing the banks. They're going to be closed. So that scenario is way out in the future. And I really like, you've given me such a brilliant idea about sort of Bitcoining myself, in my work, and that this is really for entrepreneurs. And I do get that. So going back to the class, let me just show it one more time then, so that this is one way people can start getting into crypto, I'm guessing, is by taking this class. I'm going to obviously have to take the class. When you take some of these programs, then we get to how to send our crypto. I'm thinking that talks about the wallets,
Yes.
also crypto. So this is all the basics, and then
Yep.
we're going to actually learn about why it's useful, how to buy it, how to save or store it. That was one of my questions about the wallet. I just kept mine on Venmo, which I'm sure people looked at me with their eyes raised. But guys, then you can get the actual class down here at the bottom. Click down here, and there's a great discount that Sean is offering on the Ascended Masters program. So
Yep.
definitely, guys, I would say take that class.
It's $77 with plus 20% off of that, and you get a series of videos and animations and cartoons that make it easy to understand. You also get an audiobook and an ebook, so that's what you get, lifetime access to that.
I like that. Now, you also have a crypto company. Is that what you said?
I used to have a crypto educational company, and I decided to go in the form of doing citizen journalism. I'm making my way back to teaching about cryptocurrency with this course with Ascended Masters, but we're
Mm-hmm.
also releasing something else. This is brand new, and it is trade signals. So you're able to uh, get emails, which are articles and videos from me
Mm-hmm.
5 days a week. And I'm going to give you market updates, tell you what's going on in the crypto market. I'm going to teach you the do's and don'ts with crypto investing, and not just crypto. Actually, I delve into a lot of alternative investments like commodities and so forth. And so yeah, that's what you get for. It's a monthly subscription, $49. You can cancel anytime, and you get this 20 updates per month.
What's the link for that, Sean?
I'll make sure to get it to you. You can
Okay,
also, yeah, I'll make sure you can put it in the description below so that people can access that.
great. And guys, you will all get the links below when we share this out to you. So I wanted you to know something. As a citizen journalist, I just love that word. You are doing a fantastic job from your fan base. And I'm
Thanks.
just excited. I'm so excited that you're with the Ascended Masters like I am. So it's kind of interesting. Financial reset happens to be a very spiritual, high consciousness alignment for all of us. And so
It
many of the
can be.
spiritual, it should
Yeah,
be.
It should be. 99% of the crypto stuff out there is about speculation, and it really encourages greed and fear, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to set my program apart to be more about learning and be more about conscious crypto, and to embrace abundance, prosperity, and all those good things, because there's a dark side to everything. There are plenty of cryptocurrencies that are scams, and that's why I want to teach people to avoid the negative stuff and embrace the positive companies. I will never give a trade signal to buy a company that I don't agree with on a moral, spiritual level. And there are plenty of good ones. So that's part of what my program's about.
Well, I want to repeat that, because what you're saying and what I feel from you is this is very high consciousness. So that when we're involved in working with you on this, we're not in that lower frequency level of greed, fear, etc. We're really in that affirming that, yeah, we have the right to be free financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. So great work, Sean. I will, guys, this is Sean Morgan. I will put all the links below on how you can get started in crypto. And hopefully you'll be watching me getting started with my NFTs soon too, based on what Sean's telling us. Any last minute thing you want to add, Sean?
No, I appreciate you, Joan, the work that you do. And this is really about embracing abundance, prosperity, and understanding. Really, this is about raising your level of awareness about the world, about possibilities for you, for your family, independence, transparency, all of these things. That the problems with the old story is that there was no transparency, there was darkness and corruption. And so this is what it's all about. I'm really looking forward to meeting the people who join my programs, because I'm going to be able to do some live streams and be able to meet people as well. So looking forward to meet all of you.
I'm excited, and it's really a great price point, 7.7. It adds up to 14, which adds up to 5, which is personal freedom. And what is personal freedom but to have all the resources that you need to do what you're here to do, this life, which is really needed now. So, Sean, I'm really grateful. We're going to have you on the show again. You'll be hearing from all of us, but stick around. I'll talk to you in a couple of minutes, if you don't mind. So thank you so much for being with us.
You bet, Joan. God bless.
All right. We are so lucky that we had Sean. All right. His energy, I could feel it. I'm tingling, and I feel alive, and I feel that this is an alignment for each and every one of us. So check the links out below and engage with Sean and get yourself started on the Bitcoin financial freedom, I guess, bandwagon. Yes, go for it. And also, guys, be sure that you like, subscribe, and share out this channel so that we can really get out more original content for people. And if you're new to me, to go check out joanofangels.com and remember who you are and why you are here. And we will see you all next time as we step into the miraculous with our inspirational tribe.